Hello, it's Lon Welsh at Your Castle Real Estate, and this week we're doing a number of your questions that are popularly asked on Google. So this video is going to talk about is building a house cheaper than buying? So building can really kind of be disaggregated into three different buckets. There's buying a production home from a national builder where they might have a subdivision with 100 homes they're going to build, and they might have 5 floor plans, but there's like 10 other regions across the country, Minneapolis, Phoenix, and Chicago, where they're building those exact same floor plans. So that's like a production builder. The next is to do a semi-custom builder where you won't have as many customization options as you would have if you had a clean slate of paper, but you'll have a whole lot more creative freedom than the production builder. And of course, you'll pay more for that. And then the third construction option is just to build something custom entirely on your own. You have a clean sheet of paper, you can do whatever you want. So if you're comparing buying an existing home to new construction, it's going to depend an awful lot on what you want. So if you want to live close into the city and have a short commute if you work downtown, odds are there's going to be very limited choices for new construction to choose from. If on the other hand, you're okay living in Broomfield or Highlands Ranch or somewhere quite a ways away from the center of the city, new construction becomes a very viable option for you, because that tends to be where the production builders and the semi-custom builders tend to be most active at. So if you're looking at a house that's relatively comparable, that's say 5 years old, to a brand new house from a production builder, they're going to be pretty close in the pricing. There's not going to be a huge cost advantage either way. The advantage of the production builder is that you'll have the choice of a floor plan. You might be able to move a few things around. You'll be able to pick a lot of colors and what color brick or stone veneer do you want on the outside of the house. And it'll be new. So there's like a sense of pride in having something that's new and smells fantastic when you walk in. Some of the cons are it might take you 9 months to a year to take delivery of the house. The builders are notorious for having a lot of challenges in delivering on time. And it's not that they're evil and they're trying to take advantage of you or anything like that. It's just that they're dependent on a huge number of subcontractors for all of the different steps for manufacturing. We have a huge shortage in Colorado, as well as many other states, of the contractors to do the work. So if one contractor is a couple weeks delayed due to weather or just they don't have enough people to do the job, it can end up pushing the entire project back by a couple weeks, and that can compound a couple times. So if you've got an existing house you have to sell to buy this new construction house, sometimes courting the time on that could be a little bit of a challenge. Another disadvantage of buying a new house is that usually your backyard will not be installed, your basement won't be finished, you won't have blinds on all your windows, and your trees in front are going to be this tall. They're not going to be very well developed. So those are things that you want to take as maybe some of the negatives of it. If you buy a 5-year-old house in a subdivision that's right next door to that production builder, you're going to find that backyard's been installed, the trees are a lot bigger, a lot of times the basement's been finished. And what's interesting is that basement finishing projects are one of the worst investments you can make as a homeowner. You might spend $80,000 to finish off a basement and do a really good job, and it only increases the value of the house by 30 grand. So if you find an existing house where they did a great job with the basement and you really like it, you could save yourself 50 grand plus a whole lot of ordeal working with contractors for 6 months, buying the house where it's already all done and set to go. So you'll have to weigh through yourself what you think about those pros and cons. So the net answer to that is that buying a new production house and buying an existing house of comparable quality and location are going to be really close to one another. There's not a cost advantage. The semi-customs are going to cost more, but you're going to get more precisely what you want. And the true custom homes are going to cost a lot more than buying an existing fancy house of comparable quality. But again, like if you're in a position where you can afford to do that, you may want exactly what you want, and that's okay.